Coming up on Look today, well, Warren County is developing bike trails that will connect our local region to New York State. I've got details. And we've got updates on the ongoing transformation of the Queensberry Hotel in Glens Falls. More on that coming up. And the local Actors Guild of Saratoga will present a production of Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire. It starts tonight. I've got those details. It's all ahead on Look today. Welcome everyone, and happy Friday. I'm J. Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. In tonight's program, I sit down with Rick Relia. He's a director of the Jefferson Project, and he's here to talk about the importance of preserving Lake George. I also sit down with Michelle Madigan. Now, she's Finance Commissioner for Saratoga. We're joined by Alyssa Stewart. Now, she's a new ventures consultant for Ignite You New York, and they're here to talk about the Saratoga Go competition and the Smart City Roadmap project. Plus, we've got your weekend weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the Warren County Safe and Quality Bicycling Organization has proposed a new bike trail to Warren County supervisors. Now, the North-South Hudson River connection would connect different trails to one another throughout Queensberry and Glens Falls. Now, the feeder canal trail would connect to the Empire State Trail, connecting our region to the rest of New York State. Well, we spoke to Supervisor John Strow, Queensberry, and he is responsible for some of these proposed trails.
Is create a comprehensive network of interconnected trails. Not only in Warren County, but in Washington County, in Saratoga County. We currently have the Warren County Bikeway, and that goes from the city of Glens Falls up to the head of Lake George.
Now, we also spoke to John about the projected time frame it would take for these trails to be constructed and connected.
It took me 10 years to develop the Rush Pond Trail.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take me 10 years to develop the Halfway Brook Trail. For one thing, I've learned a lot about how to develop trails, or paths in this case. And so I think that in the future it'll go smoother and it'll go easier.
Okay. All right, in other news, we've got some updates on the ongoing transformation of the Queensberry Hotel in Glens Falls. Now, currently, some of the guest rooms and hallways are still under construction. However, the hotel has been open for nearly a year. Now, since the hotel came under new ownership, they've increased local employment from 52 people to 66. Well, room rentals during the work week are up 5%, and the hotel, check this out, is mostly sold out on weekends. That's great news. Well, we spoke to Tyler Herrick. He's the general manager of the hotel.
Just recently, we started renovating the guest rooms. That's kind of the next process. Already, we've done the lobby of the main hotel. We've done all of our public restrooms. We've done our restaurant space, some of our meeting space.
I was at the hotel recently, and the renovations are impressive. It's an ongoing project. Switching from news to weather. Today saw high winds, temperatures in the low 30s. Yes, the temperatures are dropping. Let's see how the weekend is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first weekend forecast.
Well, thank you, Jesse. We are going to really want to hunker in for the next couple of nights, especially as we're going to see some very, very cold air, not only lasting tonight, but into the daytime tomorrow, especially. So we can see those daytime highs barely scraping back up to about 10 to 15 degrees. Around here, still a couple snowflakes doing their best to fall with some lingering moisture behind that cold front that's now starting to slide off the shore. We'll watch another couple fronts sliding our way over the coming days. But for the meantime, cold air is what we'll be dealing with. You can see temperatures 9 in Albany, 3 in Boston, 17 in New York, 2 in Burlington. We are right there in that range. Some limited moisture on top of us. We could even pick up a little bit of light snow. Now, not expecting to see a whole lot of accumulation, about a ½ inch, maybe a few spots trying to top off an extra inch of snowfall, but it will be extremely cold. 6 degrees, and with those winds, breezy at times between 15 to 20 miles an hour, it's going to feel even colder than that when you factor in the wind chill, and we'll stay breezy and cold all day tomorrow. About 11 degrees our afternoon high. So out the door tomorrow morning, Stay inside if you can. That's the advice. I'm going to give you 7 to 10 degrees. We'll keep that cold air around all day. Wind chills falling as cold as 10 below as we head into daybreak. And as you can see over the next few days, especially for the mornings, we're not going to really get much relief. 2 degrees the morning low Sunday. Sunday's high 23, 28 on Monday. Monday's morning low to start the week off down to 0. So very cold air in place, and we'll see a chance of snowfall rejoining us both Tuesday night, and Wednesday. So that's it for your cold look at the forecast. Now let's get back to you, Jesse.
Well, thanks, Brand. Be careful out there, especially for the next 3 days. Don't underestimate how cold this is going to get. All right, back to the news. Well, the local Actors Guild of Saratoga will present a production of Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire. And the production starts tonight and will run until the 18th. Streetcar Named Desire is a modern American theater at its best, and the production will take place at the Saratoga Arts Center, which is on the corner of Broadway and Spring in Saratoga. We spoke to Kelly St. John. She plays Blanche Dubois in the play.
There's this really big clash and struggle between the character of Blanche and then the character of Stanley, who is Blanche's sister Stella's husband. And Stanley is very animalistic and down to earth and gritty, and Blanche is very soft and fluttery and intellectual, and she loves art and poetry and music, and it's just kind of that dichotomy between the two characters and the power struggle between them that kind of drives the play.
It's an amazing play. Catch it if you can. The story is timeless. Up next, I sit down with Rick Relia. Now, he's a director of the Jefferson Project, and he's here to talk about the importance of preserving Lake George. No argument there. Plus, I also sit down with Michelle Madigan. Now, she's a finance commissioner for Saratoga Springs. We're joined by Alyssa Stewart. She's the new ventures consultant for Ignite You New York, and they're here to talk about Saratoga Go competition and the Smart City Roadmap project for Saratoga. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. It's Friday, so I want to thank the crew. Ladies first, Antoinette and Dana, who's never had a martini, by the way. And we have Andrew and Drew, and we've got Jack and Joel, and we've got Norm, who make this show possible each week. Just one look out. Don't miss A Streetcar Named Desire. It's a timeless play. Tennessee Williams is the author, as many of you know. And to take this challenge on, it's all in the subtleties of the characters. So really catch that if you can. Tonight, we've got a new episode of Tracks, or maybe it's over the weekend. And don't forget, you can tune in Monday night for the stories that matter to you. You have a safe weekend, everybody, and you knew this was coming. Stella! You know, I just had to do that. Good night, everyone.